Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you as well.
Likewise.
Thank you for inviting the Bridge magazine at your Frana exclusive. Can you tell us how on earth you draw while sleeping?
Yeah, sure. Basically, from the age of 4 years old, I just used to get up in the middle of the night as a normal sleepwalking child would do. And I just get pencils or whatever I could find in my bedroom, and I just used to start scribbling on the floor, on the bedroom walls. And that went on for right throughout my childhood, and literally it was just circles. I just used to do a lot of circles. I'd come downstairs at night time, even draw on the kitchen table. So my parents, and obviously going to the doctors at that age, they just put that down to a normal sleepwalking childhood. And it wasn't only until I reached my teens, when I was around about 15 years old, 14, 15, that the drawing started to become more intricate, and that's when I started doing the Marilyn Monroes from that age.
Nocturnal artist or nocturnal artwork is a bit beyond human understanding. Is that has anything to do with, is it mystical?
It's hard for me because I've done it from such an early age. Some people might look at the Marilyns or some of the fairies I've drawn and they get blown away by that. But like you say, I think it's more of the deeper drawings or paintings that do mean a lot more to me. Whether I like the circles, because I think that's more of a universal thing to me, because growing up I always liked space and grew up as a child. You know, I was always fascinated with the universe and black holes and stuff like that. So I think that's what that represents to me.
Does any of your work have a deep meaning?
Yeah, there's one that I did which has been shown recently where I've got up in the middle of the night and I've done like loads of joined crosses, and I did that in about 10 minutes, and that to me, it's really strange. It's got a deep meaning to me. I think it represents humanity and the energy in across the universe as a whole, and nature and everything. And I don't know, I just think that it just represents an energy field that we don't know about. So yeah.
What is the artist's role in society?
According to myself, it's strange. I've never perceived myself as an artist, because it wasn't a passion of mine. It never has been. I've always been more into music, especially growing up as a child. I always wanted to be in a band, and the theatre was more my kind of not so much expertise, but that's what I had in my heart. And art has never been something that I ever wanted to do or strive to do. And even in school, my art was horrific in school. So it's, as I say, it was only until I reached around about the age of 15 that I started producing what I did in my sleep. And to this day, I don't really have a huge interest in the art world. So I'm in a bit of a strange place, really. So yeah.
Are you happy with all your drawing, or are there some pieces you find ugly at dawn and would have liked to draw differently if you had a choice?
Yeah, I've got a lot of drawings, especially at home in North Wales and Australia. I mean, I've got some that I just think are junk, but then other people like them, whereas I might dislike them. But I try and keep as much as I can, because I think even just the circles and stuff like that have no relevance, I think maybe might do in the future. So, you know, whether it's a scribble or something, I do try and keep what I can.
I read about some of your fans who believe you might have some religious messages. What do you think of this? Does this have anything to do with, does this have something to do with spirituality?
I think I'm quite a spiritual person. I think spirituality and religion are two separate things. I think my belief in religion is, I think that a lot of it is man-made, and I think it's been produced by a lot of rich people and powerful people, whereas I think spirituality is something completely different, which I think as a universal thing which we're all connected with, and I think it's a lot higher than what any man or woman on the planet can really describe. So yeah.
The Dutch Van Gogh was drawing at a tender age and continued to do so throughout the years before switching from drawing to painting at his early 20s. Is that something you would like to happen to you? I mean, if it just happened that you paint rather than drawing?
I don't really know much about Van Gogh's drawings, but a lot of people do say that, so yeah. I suppose it's good. So it's strange because like a lot of people have said, oh, Van Gogh did this, Van Gogh did that. I don't, as I said, I'm not that much into the arts, and I just think I do what I do, and it's strange because people say to me they're fascinated, but because I've done it from such an early age, I don't know any different. And yeah, it'd be amazing if it carries on and becomes something bigger, but it's like I said to you earlier on, it'd be, as long as I can do what I do for the Missing People charity, which is where my heart's at, then obviously I think my drawings and paintings will speak for themselves in time.
In numerology, the number 1111 has something to do with the repeating 1111 is synchronizing, and it has something to do with revelation and something really striking. There was also a striking similarity, because when I was doing some research on you yesterday, then your YouTube that was actually posted online, I realized that it has 11 views and was posted since 11 days. Do you think it has anything to do with you?
It's a bit of a hard one. Deep down, I think the paintings are a separate entity to the 1111, because I didn't start seeing 1111 until around about 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
And I was seeing that on a regular basis. I mean, I could see it every day. I could switch on a mobile phone. It might be 12 o'clock in the afternoon, but it would still say 1111. And it was only until I got speaking to some friends, they said, have a look at numerology. So I Googled numerology, and there's millions of people around the world that see 1111, or they might see certain numbers that means something to them. Some people say, I think they've called them the midwayers, where it's between here and the spirit world or a higher plane. So I don't know. I mean, I suppose when I see it, it makes me feel good, because I do think it's some kind of communication, whether it's a communication directed at me to make me feel good, or maybe there is something else into it. So in terms of the end of the world, I don't really buy into too much of this end of the 2012 or the Mayan calendar and all this. I think the universe is a lot more powerful than man, and I don't buy it. So yeah.
Do you think your art can be associated with a wake-up code or revelation? I had a screen, because I definitely had a screenshot of that 1111 number on your YouTube, on the YouTube you posted, just in case.
No, a lot of people, I mean, when I've spoke to people about 1111, a lot of people do. I just think it's a wake-up call for humanity, because I've always believed that music and numbers are a universal language. Okay. So that's my belief when it comes to numbers. Yeah. But I did an interview not long ago with a lady, and I wrote a 23. Yeah. The night before they came in my sleep, and the next day she had a necklace with 23 on, and it was her favourite number.
Oh, really?
So I don't know if there's some connection there in what you've seen, so you never know. Right,
what is it like?
with the global recognition, it doesn't come so much of a shock, because growing up, I've always wanted to do theatre and music, and I was in a band for like 15 years. So in terms of that's fine. And I think, not being funny, but being a nurse with people with head injuries and disabled people, I think it's a lot more hard work and a lot more challenging to what I have to face now. I think being in the public eye is probably one of the easiest jobs. There's people that are doing a lot harder jobs than what I'm doing now, and yeah, it's like I've said to you, I think if I can do some good for charities and whatever I can, and I think that's why I think we're all given a gift, and I think use it in the right way, and so yeah, I'm completely fine with it. And going back to the Trump organisation, I think he's now an owner of one of my drawings, but I was told that it brought a smile to his face, so that's all that matters. So yeah.
Thank you once more for inviting the Bridge magazine at that private exhibition. We are honoured.
Brilliant, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.